Imagine walking into a massive public festival and realizing almost nobody is wearing clothes. At first it feels shocking, uncomfortable even. But after just a few minutes, something strange happens. Nobody is staring. Nobody is acting weird. Families are talking. Artists are painting bodies. People are laughing like this is completely normal. So why does this feel so different from what most of us expect? And why are these festivals becoming more popular around the world? Painters began to unpack their tools. They laid out brushes, small, colorful pots of paint. A small crowd was already moving between the tents, their footsteps soft on the damp grass. Some people wore normal clothes, jackets, jeans. Many others did not. They were applying bright colors directly to skin. They worked with a focused and gentle care. They spoke in soft voices. They smiled at each other like old friends. A tourist stepped forward from a small group that had just arrived. He blinked his eyes slowly, then laughed a short, sharp laugh. He had that unmistakable look of complete surprise on his face. He quickly covered his mouth with his hand, as if trying to hold back his astonishment. A friend who was with him pulled out a phone, his fingers fumbling slightly. He clearly wanted to take a photo of the scene unfolding before him.
Is this allowed? Yes.
This moment was a small, perfect introduction. It was a simple scene, full of human detail. It was also a small puzzle. Why did that man look so deeply shocked? Why did his friend seem so unsure? And why did the painters and the painted seem so completely calm and at ease? Their comfort was a stark contrast to the visitors' surprise. People did not stare or whisper. They stood in line for coffee, shared warm hugs, laughed, kissed loved ones, painted each other. The festival felt like a living, breathing painting. The central mystery was not the nudity itself, it was the atmosphere of profound comfort that surrounded it. No one seemed self-conscious or ashamed, no sense of performance, no attempt to provoke a reaction. Instead, there was a simple, shared understanding. People's bodies were just bodies. They were part of the landscape, like the trees and the tents. This collective ease was more fascinating than the colorful paint. It was a powerful, silent force shaping every interaction. I watched a woman with her back painted like a peacock's tail talk to a man wearing a plain gray sweater. They discussed the weather. Their conversation was completely ordinary. This quiet acceptance felt like the festival's true purpose. The body painting was the main event, the reason people gathered. But the real achievement was a space where human beings could exist without the usual layers of judgment, where the social armor we wear every day could be set aside. I saw faces of all ages, wrinkled faces, young, smooth faces, bodies of all shapes and sizes, thin bodies, large bodies, bodies with scars and marks. Each one was treated with the same quiet respect. The air was not charged with tension. It was filled with a gentle, humming peace that was deeply human and incredibly rare. How does such a place come to be? The answer is not simple. It is built slowly, one person at a time, one shared rule at a time. The organizers set the tone. They spoke of art, creativity, and respect. Artists came to create, not to shock. People offered their skin as a canvas with trust. This trust spread through the crowd like a gentle warmth. Newcomers watched, listened, and slowly their own posture would soften. The festival is, at its heart, an event focused on the art of body painting. Here, artists use the human body as their canvas, a very old and very new form of expression. Faces, arms, legs, backs, chests, stomachs, all become a field for line and color. They create intricate patterns and bold washes of color. Some designs are inspired by nature: fur of a tiger, scales of a fish, petals of a blooming flower. Some are abstract, turning the body into a moving sculpture of shapes and lines. Paint can be thin and delicate, like watercolor, or thick and shiny, like oil on canvas. When people walk, the painted shapes move and stretch, creating a slow and mesmerizing art show. There is also a clear and direct link to the philosophy of naturism, a belief system and a lifestyle suggesting the body is inherently natural and good. Naturists seek freedom from the constant barrier of clothing in appropriate settings. They argue it's healthy for the mind and for the body. It can help people develop a more positive and accepting body image, removing a deep-seated layer of shame or awkwardness. Here, naturism meets art. The result is quiet, beautiful, and surprisingly ordinary. Artistic nudity has a long history. Great museums are filled with celebrated works of nude art, but a live painted body in public blurs the line between private and public. For some, unsettling. For others, a powerful moment of living beauty. The festival does not force one view. It asks each person to decide. The process is as important as the product, intimate, careful, built on trust and respect. It transforms the act of being unclothed, no longer exposure, but creation. The body becomes a sacred space where art is born. Psychology offers a simple way to help explain this feeling of comfort, Our minds are always learning what is normal and react strongly to the new. Culture is the great teacher. From a very young age, our family, our school, the news we watch, the art we see, all shape what feels acceptable. If you grow up seeing unclothed bodies in safe, non-sexualized contexts, family, art, you learn a calm, measured response. If it's a secret, hidden, and rarely discussed, shock and shame are more likely. The body becomes a source of anxiety. Treat something as forbidden, and the mind learns alarm. This is not a personal failing. It's a learned response. The tourist who covered his mouth wasn't judgmental. He was expressing the surprise his culture taught him to feel, as natural in its way as the festival's calm. The festival creates what psychologists call a situational norm. Inside, new rules apply. The dominant rule, looking is okay, but staring is not. Admiring the art is encouraged. Objectifying the person is not. Because almost everyone follows these rules, they become powerful. New arrivals sense it. Seeing hundreds behave calmly is persuasive social proof. It tells the brain, this is safe, you can relax. Adaptation shows in posture. Arms uncross, shoulders drop, and in gaze, from darting to steady, gentle curiosity focused on color and pattern. The festival becomes a temporary, immersive lesson, retraining the mind, even for a day, to meet the human body with simple, uncomplicated acceptance. And for many, that lesson lingers. In many parts of Europe, the body is treated with less fear and more familiarity, woven into daily life. Designated beaches allow nudity. Art classes use live models. Public saunas, parks, and pools encounter natural bodies without much fuss, softening public response. So a painted body can inspire curiosity, appreciation, a smile, a closer look, and people move on. In more conservative societies, clothing can be more than fabric, a symbol of honor, religious faith, family standing, respect for community. Public nudity may be a serious taboo. The same painted body could cause offense, anger, even fear. Laws can be extremely strict. A person could face social shame, legal penalties, or real danger. The same festival elsewhere could become a crisis. Culture acts like a lens, changing meaning dramatically. There's nothing inherent that makes a painted body beautiful or offensive. Culture assigns meaning. In Europe, the cultural soil can be fertile. Personal freedom, artistic expression, a relaxed attitude toward the body. The festival becomes a colorful expression of shared values, pushing boundaries a little, not breaking them. Our reactions aren't universal, they're local. They're taught. A conservative visitor isn't wrong to feel uncomfortable. A liberal visitor isn't right to feel at ease. Both are products of their environment. The festival brings the world together, letting us see the art and each other's reactions, a quiet field of study for human culture. The festival is more than art. It is also a mirror. It reflects our ideas and prejudices back at us. It quietly asks us to question our reactions. I saw two people on a wooden bench, an older woman with kind eyes and gray hair, and a young visitor.
The young person stared at painted people walking by. The older woman asked softly, "What are you looking for?"
They thought a long time, looked down at their hands, then up. The designs were incredible, one like a galaxy, another like cracked desert.
After a silence, I guess I wanted to know if I would feel weird. I wanted to see if it would be awkward, but I do not. I feel fine.
The older woman smiled and nodded, the most natural answer in the world. Perhaps the strange thing is not the nudity at all. Perhaps the true strangeness lies in our reaction to it. We bring a story to every bare body: fear, judgment, shame learned over years, or beauty, wonder, and acceptance. Here, people chose to see beauty, to set aside old stories, even briefly. A quiet personal revolution. To see a person first and a body second. To look with curiosity instead of criticism. The festival doesn't force the choice, it makes it easier. When night began to fall, the light turned soft and warm. Strings of lamps threw orange pools on the grass. Bright paint seemed to shine. People sat in small groups, talking quietly, blending with soft music in the distance.
A child with blue-green painted arms ran past, laughing. Her parents smiled. A tourist watched, took a long breath. I thought I would feel strange, but I feel okay.
The day closed gently. No bold claims, only an invitation to come, stay, look, ask, and feel. Freedom to enter and to leave kept it calm and respectful.